Hey, what's going on, guys? Noble Savage here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to cover the next video in the Bless Unleashed series. We're going to do the class trials for each character, and this is for the priest. So we're going to learn a little bit about the abilities and stuff here, see what they're like in combat, and we're going to do the opening mission that you get to kind of test out a little bit of higher level on the character to see what they can do. So without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at the priest. We're going to start out by testing out the abilities. The first one we're going to see here is your #1 slot ability that you start with, which appears to be some sort of like holy shock, looks like a shockwave. Then we're going to move on to our second ability, which looks to be like a heal, like a ranged heal. Number 3 puts out an orb that you can run into, and it gives you healing and a buff that heals you over time. And ability number 4 is going to be an area that if you stand in, you get increased attack power. And I couldn't tell at this point, but it looked like also gave you that healing buff, but that might still have been left over from the last time, the number 3 ability. So we're going to move on, and we're going to follow this little orb here. It's going to bring us into our first little bit of combat. Then what we're going to do is we're going to jump down here, and we're going to fight these little like goblin trolley looking things. So you'll see this is just your regular click ability. It sends out like a holy ball that does, I'm going to guess, holy damage. So that's your left click ability, and then you can combine that with the right click ability, and sometimes you'll do like a little knockback effect, and other times you'll just do like an increased damage, little holy ball damage. And then also you can do the chains that appear to slow enemies, which is pretty cool. Doesn't seem to do as much damage as some of the other classes. So far this one seems to be a little slower with damage, but obviously it's based to be a healer, so that makes more sense. So coming up here, we're gonna fight our first like big elite mob. I think that's what you want to call it. So this one was one of the like faster attacking classes, just a little slower with the actual damage. If you watch the other videos, you'll notice the numbers on the hits for the other classes were quite a bit higher, but some of their attacks were actually a bit slower, so maybe this one kind of does equal itself out with how fast you can attack versus how much damage you do. Because I took this guy down pretty easily with minimal issues, and having the ability to heal myself throughout actually was really useful too. Pretty much kept me at full health or close to it most of the time. So we go ahead and deal with this guy real quick, and then we're going to move on to the next part of the trial. Alright, so we're going to come up here, we're going to fight 2 guys, and then the next elite mob. At this point, guys, I'm just going to ask if you guys are enjoying the video, please go ahead and leave a like on it for me. I'm going to be doing my best to get some more Blessed Unleashed content for you. And coming up here pretty quick, we're going to have the New World's second beta, I guess, if you want to call it. So we're going to be putting some more stuff up from that, so definitely make sure you're subscribed to stay tuned for those. So here's that elite mob we were talking about. Again, I put those chains on him. It looks like it slowed him a bit. He's definitely a slower mob and really couldn't keep up with how fast I was running around and shooting with the ranged attacks, so he was pretty easy to deal with. Again, also, I don't know if any of you are new to Bless Unleashed, but that little glowing effect he has when he swings his axe sometimes, that is an attack that will stun you, so you definitely want to make sure if you are playing that you try to dodge those. So here we go, we finish him off. We're going to collect the health orb that it seems like most of the mobs drop. And apologies for that, that was just my dog Cooper saying hi to you guys. So here we go, we get a little like kind of cinematic summoning thing where he's going to summon the final boss, if that's what you want to call it, for the trial. It's a big elite mob that's basically a mini boss. Gives you a taste of kind of how some of the boss fights are going to work and stuff like that. You know, he's got a few different abilities, and you know, he's tough, got a lot of health, does some good damage. So yeah, this guy was I actually really liked fighting him. I did the class trial multiple times for each class, trying to get the game footage for you guys, and even though I was doing it over and over again, it actually was very entertaining, because fighting this guy as each different class honestly feels like a very different fight each time, which I think is refreshing for an RPG, because some games, no matter what class you're playing, if you're doing the same battles, it just feels like the same battle. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just kind of dodge around and try to make sure we don't get hit by any of his big attacks, and we're gonna keep chipping away at him, try to get him down, give myself a little bit of healing there, keep dodging, wait till he jumps. I found that with the range attacks, the best time to hit him hard with the bigger abilities, like with one of the ones the priest has here, I forgot to mention earlier, is you actually call down, it's like swords made of holy light, and they kind of rain down on the area for a little bit. So when he crouches down to do this big eye vision that you're going to see right here, this is when I was trying to hit him with that. So you can see me did that right there, and that does some pretty substantial damage. That is definitely the highest damaging ability that the priest has, and I found, honestly, it was kind of one of the coolest ones. So I was trying to do it to finish him off here, and I didn't quite manage to do it. I think I killed him with a different ability, but honestly, like, really cool abilities. Visually, they look awesome, and you know, just, I never play healing classes, but this is one I'm actually going to consider playing because it was pretty quick paced, very fun to play, really enjoyable, and I had a lot of fun. So that's going to do it for this playthrough of the Priest class trial, guys. If you did enjoy, please go ahead and leave a like on the video like I said earlier, and I will have another video of another class trial up in the next couple of days. So tell me down in the comments what you guys liked, guys, what you're looking forward to, what you want me to cover. If you want me to cover anything specific here in Bless Unleashed, I will do my best to get that out as quick as I can for you guys. As I've said before, make sure you stay tuned on the channel for the rest of the class trial videos, and that's going to do it for me, guys. I'll catch you in the next one.